I'm a corporate lawyer in the city. I wear tailored suits, drive a German SUV, and I'm all about optics. Then there was my girlfriend, Eleanor. She was an artist, and she drove this absolute wreck of a 1994 Ford Ranger. It was rusted, the heater barely worked, and it smelled like old cedar and turpentine. She called it the time machine. For 3 years, that truck was the backdrop of our life. We'd take it to the drive-in, haul canvases to her gallery shows, and just talk for hours while the engine rattled. I secretly loved how it made the world slow down. Then, I got promoted to junior partner. I started feeling embarrassed. We pulled up to a high-end charity gala, and my colleagues were stepping out of Teslas and Porsches. Then there was us, chugging along in a cloud of exhaust. One of the senior partners laughed and asked if we were there to pick up the trash. I laughed along. But that night, I told Elena the truck had to go. I told her it was a death trap, and it made us look like we were struggling. I even offered to buy her a brand new Lexus just to get that eyesore out of our driveway. Slower, more somber pace. She didn't argue. She just looked at the keys, then at me, and said, "Okay, if that's what you want." She sold it a week later. But something else left with that truck. The late-night drive stopped. The laughter in the garage died out. She became quiet, distant, like a part of her had been painted over. 6 months later, we called it quits. A year after the breakup, I ran into her sister. She told me that truck wasn't just a vehicle. It was the last thing Elena's brother had worked on before he was deployed and never came back. He'd spent his last summer rebuilding that engine so his little sister would always have a way home. She wasn't holding onto a piece of junk. She was holding onto the only piece of her brother she had left, and I made her sell it. Because I was worried about what a guy in a $5,000 suit thought of me. Now, I have the Lexus. I have the partnership. But every time I see an old, rusted truck rattle past, I realize I'm the one who's truly broken.